Anytime I go to a range, indoor or outdoor, I always bring good eye protection and ear protection. There is a medical kit standing by in case of any accidents or boo-boos, and all safety protocols are observed. Welcome back, my pupils. This is Gene coming to you with Reload from the Hot Pot. Hey, today we're back out here on the range with the Rock Island 10mm. I've been going through some struggles with this, getting this thing to feed consistently. So I've narrowed it down a little bit. I filed up a couple little sharp edges here and there. Messed with the magazine springs, magazine angle, magazine feed lips. My next gig is I'm going to get another extractor for it. But also took a good look at my ammo. Now I use a lead crimp die. And normally I use a light crimp, which is a half a turn from after it meets the, after you put it in, meets the case mouth, you do a half a turn to light crimp. I've actually went to one full turn, which should be a medium crimp. And at home, they feed through just fine. I can put a full magazine, I can speed rack it, and everything feeds through fine, everything in the magazines. But we're out here on the range to do some live fire to see how it reacts. I've also put the 16-pound spring in over the 14-pound, and I'm going to see how that feels today. We'll throw a couple magazines through it, then I may change the spring back out again, depending on how the feeding is going. So we're going to test that. Well, I guess let's get to doing some pew-pewing, my pupils. And I was going through my holster bag. You know, you got a big old range bag full of different holsters. And I found this Hogue. Now this works really nice. It's got a positive lock. Will not fall out of it, and I've got it adjusted to the 10mm, so I think I'm going to be using this for this 10mm from now on. The Hogue is fully adjustable for just about any kind of gun that you want to put in this. Everything moves, there's different spacers. So I've had this for so long, I forgot I even had it, and I found it in that bag, and I went, hey, I can have a dedicated holster just for this outside of my CR Speed for my open gun. All right. Let's get to doing some pew-pewing. I had 3 light primer strikes there, and I really don't know why. That one's a little high. That one's sitting in deep. That one's sitting in deep. I haven't changed anything with the striker spring. That's stock. I never changed striker springs out because of that. I did do some of these. These are just test rounds using the brass. When I actually go to shoot in any USPSA events or anything else, I'll be using the nickel. And so the brass did have some problems getting the primer seated in a few of them. It is range pickup stuff. You never know. But just like primer strikes, out of 3 magazines, those magazines hold 18 rounds each. So that's pretty good. Gun fed fine. It fed fine. Completely happy with the way it fed. Not a problem on the feeding issue, just like primer strike issues. And some of these primers I've been using are kind of old. I mean, we're talking $25 a box. And I just went through them just to use them up to start cycling through and getting new ones. All right, I'm gonna load up again and do some more shots. Hard work pays off. Well, my pupils, in conclusion, this thing is running nice. The only issues I had were some primer issues, and some of those primers were really old. They weren't stored in the best of conditions for a while, so, but the gun ran. The gun ran. So the ammo I'll be taking out, like I said, is all nickel plated. And I went through each round very carefully, seating depth of primer, cleaning everything, crimping everything. I was going to change the spring out back to the 16, or back to the 14, I'm sorry. It's got the 16 in it. I was going to change it back to the 14, but the thing is running so nice. And as you see in the video, it's flat, man. This thing, for a 10 millimeter, it's running about 173 power factor. It's really, really nice. Man, those 180 grain hollow points are doing their job. Well, that's it for my little update on tinkering with the Rock Island 10 millimeter. That's that FS, HC, and all that other stuff along with it. Because, man, that's a long-ass name to say. It's just a Rock 10. How about that? It's my Rock 10. So, my pupils, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the little short video here of me finally getting this thing tuned in, man. I'm ready to run it, ready to run it. Got the holster, got the ammo made. I'll take it out to the next event this next weekend and give it a run for its money and see what it's got. And hopefully it does well. It does well out here. Let's hopefully it does well there. Because if anything can go wrong, you know it's going to happen at an event or in front of your friends. All right, my peoples, thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate you. And always remember to keep blowing that smoke.